You see it tonight. We're going to be talking about the big vision, the business of making a difference tonight. And it's interesting. One of my favorite quotes is, the only thing worse than being blind is having sight but no vision. And so tonight we want to talk about vision, the vision of what's going on the planet right now, some of the changes that are happening. It's an exciting time to be alive with all these new technological advances. You think of where we've come in the last year, 5, 10, 15 years. It's absolutely staggering. Things that we thought were impossible just a few years ago, it's now become mainstream, commonplace. And so tonight we want to talk about vision, and then we want to talk a little bit about vision for your life. What's the vision for your life here as we go? And we're now in the second half of 2017. What's the vision for your life? So first of all, let's talk a little bit about what's going on the planet right now. There's a lot of research going on right now, and there certainly is a global awakening to the curative powers of many ancient medicines. There's no question about that. Not only ancient medicines, ancient fitness routines. Let me give you an example. Yoga, Tai Chi, karate, all these different modalities, fitness modalities, find their place in ancient society. And many curative medicines like traditional Chinese medicine, Ayurvedic medicine becoming more popular, these kind of ideas. And so recently, Harvard did a study. A lot of people, there's great respect for the Harvard Business Review. They did a study, and they looked at all this data from around the planet. And what they found was that after accumulating all this data, going through it, sorting, sifting, identifying trends and patterns, they found that there was going to be 4 major industries that were going to emerge in the next 20 years. And they said that one of those industries would be Chinese herbal medicine, or what we call traditional Chinese medicine, better known as TCM, is going to take center stage. Now, if you don't know anything about TCM or traditional Chinese medicine is a holistic medicine that really deals with the whole person, your spirit, your mind, your body, this whole your whole exercise regime, your emotional being, the environment that you live, what you're eating every day. Those elements are all included in the TCM approach. And if you're not familiar with TCM, it's the oldest professional, continuously practiced medicine in the world that can be traced back now over 2,500 years. You think about how young Western medicine is, 100 and 100, maybe 50, if you want to stretch it, years old. And something here we're dealing with is 2,500 years old. This was the system of health and healing and renewal practiced in Asia. And of course, now many medical doctors and health professionals, chiropractors, naturopathic doctors, etc., are jumping on the bandwagon of this alternative healing modality called traditional Chinese medicine. This system based out of ancient herbal formulas. One such doctor is a board-certified medical doctor, and she's also a specialist in traditional Chinese medicine. Dr. Mylene Riob says the American medical system is based on the prevention of death rather than the prevention of disease. She goes on to say 50% of Americans have life-shortening diseases by age 18. Think about that. That's why many people say your children will not live as long as you do. And so there's a whole shift going on right now as we return to some of our roots. And to deal with this, a company was actually born 25 years ago that had some great vision and insight. And they wanted to, the whole goal of this company, it was actually birthed out of another company that was over 100 years old. They gave birth to a new company with a whole mission to focus on traditional Chinese medicine. The name of the company is called Infinitus. It means no limits. They have the vision of helping people to take the limits off their health, helping the people take the limits off the affluence or abundance that they could have in their life. They're taking the limits off emotional health, those kind of ideas. This is now, after 25 years, a very strong, stable company that is world renowned. They have global headquarters in Hong Kong, in China. They have offices in Singapore, Malaysia, Taiwan as well. So we're open in 5 markets, and Infinitus is now, really bringing together some world-class talent. And just a little while ago, just actually a few months ago, an individual by the name of Professor Jules Hoffman was brought on board with Infinitus, and Dr. Hoffman is a Nobel Prize winner. And this is some game-changing information here. Here's this Nobel Prize winner who specializes in immunology. And he decided, first of all, he's a big believer, which surprised me, quite frankly, that he was such a big believer in the efficacy of traditional Chinese medicine as a solution to help people improve their immune system. And then I found out that he knew all about Infinitus. He knew about their excellence in research and development, their premium quality products, and he wanted to partner together with Infinitus to help create a better and healthier future for humanity. So talk about world-class talent coming together with this 25-year-old company. And of course, the company over the past 25 years has been able to set up many alliances that are shocking, that in my 29 years in the home-based business industry, I've never seen a company so well positioned, so many dynamic and strong partnerships with the Harvard University in Boston, and Lee Kum-kee set up a whole center there. MIT, Cambridge University, UK, the university in Paris, the Beijing TCM University, and many, many other universities and laboratories. And after 25 years of perfecting the science of traditional Chinese medicine and really demonstrating that by becoming the #1 direct sales company in China, they decided, hey, we've become #1. And I remember talking to the senior vice president. He said, Rob, 2005, we sat down and we said, you know what? We want to become #1 in China. China is a huge market, obviously. To date, they have about 3 million customers in China, 2 million distributors. They said 2005, we sat down, we made the decision. We wanted to be #1 in China. And then he said from there, we made the decision we wanted to be #1 in the world. So 2015, 10 years after they made the decision, they became #1 in China. 2015 by beating out Amway. 2016, they did it again. And now 2017, we are launching from North America. That means the United States, Canada, and Mexico. We are launching this phenomenal company called Infinitus from North America. We are going to take it to the rest of the world. They wanted to partner up with us as North Americans. If you're here, whether you're in the United States, Canada, or Mexico, they wanted to partner with us and us be the messengers of this TCM approach to bring it to the rest of the world. And it's all about us delivering health, happiness, and affluence to the world. It's pretty exciting. And in the course of them becoming #1 in China, and really with their whole mission of bringing these ancient formulations to the world, they kind of accidentally accidentally on purpose became the number 5 company in the world, hitting, out of the tens of thousands of companies that are in the direct sales industry, this is rarefied air. Hitting number 5 in the world is spectacular. Even if you're in the top 100, it's pretty amazing. You get into the top 50, but gosh, you get into the top 10, you're in some rarefied air with companies that are making a significant impact on the globe. Not only that, but just recently, according to Euromonitor, they became the number 1 herbal brand in the world. The number 1 herbal brand in the world. So I don't know about you, but I've been into herbs since I was about 16 years of age, many, many years now. And to know some of the big companies that are in the space in North America that have been going for decades, for a company like that we've never heard before, Infinitus, for them to become number 1 brand of herbal products in the world is pretty fascinating. And so this is what we want to talk about. It really is a profound pathway to create the life you truly want to live. Let me ask you a question. On a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the worst, 10 being the best, where is your health at right now? Where are you at on a scale of 1 to 10? We all have room to grow. There's nobody perfect. So wherever you are on that scale, I've had talked to people, they're at a 3, a 5 sometimes. Some people are at a 7 or an 8. What we want to do in sharing Infinitus with you, we want to help take that higher. We want to help, if you're at a 6, we want to help you go to an 8 or a 9, and improve your health focusing on traditional Chinese medicine. These are ancient herbal formulations that date back over 2,500 years that have been time-tested, used on emperors and kings, used by healers to help villages and people to stay well over the centuries. And what I love about this is it's just like kind of going through like from beta to a live experience. You've all these tweaks that you have to do when you launch a program or you launch a computer system. They start in beta or even before that, and they begin adding elements, and then they've got to be tested, and they discard elements or they tweak things, and over the years you get an operating system that is basically been perfected over that time. And it's the same with traditional Chinese medicine. Think about 2,500 years, kind of in beta stage, they started using single herbs and then combining those herbs, producing formulations that became so efficacious that they were taken by emperors and rulers of countries to prolong their life and to keep them well. And they found specifically that there were 3 key areas that you really need to focus down on to restore your health. So wherever you are in your health right now, be observant, be cognizant of these 3 key areas of health. Number 1 is called Qi. And Qi is what I call the life force. This is the life force in your body. It includes your immune system. And what this life force does, it helps us to protect or defend ourselves against invading pathogens. It helps us, as we go to do things in life, that we need that energy. We need that flow to be strong so that we're not like a city with broken down walls, that we're strong. We've got a fortress around our body to protect us. So the Qi must be nurtured, they said. Secondly, there must be balance in the body. You can't have too much cold or too much heat. You can't have too much light or too much darkness. There's got to be a balance. And we see that in the universe. If you give a plant too much water, you can drown it. You give it not enough water, and it will die. So there's a balance. They call that balance is yin yang. Yin yang is the 2 opposite forces in the universe. And traditional Chinese medicine practitioners believe that when our body is out of balance, that's when illness is caused. When we bring our body back into balance, that's when wellness is achieved. It's acid, it's alkaline, bringing our body back into balance. And then the third restoration is called Zheng Fu, which refers to our internal organs. Our internal organs, our liver, our kidneys, heart, all these organs must function effectively. They can be repaired. They can regenerate themselves. So we need to give them the tools. These are the three key areas of restoration that we must focus on. Traditional Chinese medicine believes to really begin to take our health to greater heights. And so these are ancient solutions that work for us today. So if you're like me, I didn't know how to nurture the qi. I didn't know, I knew some things about bringing balance into my body, and then repairing, regenerating the organs. I knew liver health, the filter of the body was so important. All the organs are so important. So, but I didn't have really the tools in an easy, convenient way to be able to accomplish these three restorations. What do you do? What products do you seek out? Well, over the past 2,500 years, traditional Chinese medicine has brought together the right formulation, and we have in an easy, a very simple package of three products that will help you accomplish these three restorations, and all it takes is about 30 seconds per day in your regime to make it happen. Here's how it goes. Number one product, pu'er tea. There is a resurgence right now in tea drinking, but this unique tea and a unique extraction technology is fermented for 10 years. It helps to reduce the blood lipid levels, or that's the fat in our blood. Aids in digestion, functions as a strong antioxidant, helps to calm and relax the user. Great product to take after your meal. Brenda and I had a meal today that was a little bit heavier. We came back home right away. We had our pu'er tea and felt a whole lot better by taking it. It's an award-winning tea. I don't have time to go into all the awards the company has won. They're world-class products. Product number two for this three restoration is called Premium Nutrients for Better Health. 14 ingredients that are extract put together that helps to build and train your immune system or nurture the qi, as well as to support healthy liver function, helps to control blood glucose levels, helps to reduce inflammation. Think about that. Functions as a system enhancer for what? All the body's organs. Third product to help with the restoration, we take these three products together, my wife and I, many times, is the Royal Lingji Plus, or what we call mushrooms done right. I can't say I was a big believer in mushrooms all my life, but I've come to study some of the science that has been put together on mushrooms, and I must say it is remarkable. Some of the science, it's actually shocking, some of the things that are said about mushrooms. And this specific mushroom used as the emperor herb here is called red lingji. Another name would be reishi. Another name would be Ganoderma lucidum. This is known as the king of herbs, the herb of immortality. This product is spectacular for helping us to modulate the immune system, reduce hypertension, reduce atherosclerosis, stimulates the function of probiotics, helps to prevent obesity, just so many powerful components. These three products help to regulate the inner systems of the body. They help to nurture the qi, to bring that yin-yang, that balance back, to help the organs, to repair, regenerate the organs and have them operating normally. And so these three products, we take them in the morning. We take our tea usually after lunch or dinner. And one of the key elements that really, endeared me to the company was their quality control. I'd never been with a company that literally had complete control from the farm to your hand. They own many of the farms. They work symbiotically with many of the farmers. They teach the farmers how to raise the crops, how to nurture them, how to fertilize them. And they do over 2,500 tests before you ever get the product in your hand. The manufacturing process undergoes rigorous controls with ISO 9001, ISO 22000. They ensure the quality and the efficacy of all the raw materials. That's why they become #1 in the world in herbal products. And right now, the future begins for us. If you're looking for that health restoration, that transformation where you nurture that immune system, where you begin to bring balance back to the internal terrain of your body, where you begin to repair, regenerate the internal organs, it starts now from North America to the world. They've already grown over 180 times in the last 15 years. It's going to be done again here, and we can be part of bringing health, happiness, and affluence. And what I found out, whenever you provide value to the marketplace, whenever you help people transform their lives, there's always rewards coming back to you. #1 reward is the pleasure, the happiness of being able to help somebody else. But #2, Infinitus has set up a reward system. We call it the Freedom Plan, where you are literally going to receive financial rewards for helping this company expand globally. Literally, you can make income that can help to subsidize your current, bottom line, whether it be paying off your mortgage, maybe earning an extra $500, $1,000 a month, maybe an extra $2,000 or $5,000 a month. The possibilities here are, as the name suggests, Infinitus, no limits. And I believe that there's no company positioned like Infinitus with a better story, with better research, with better executive team, with better foundation, with better insights into the traditional Chinese medicine, with better manufacturing processes, and with a great pay plan here that you can, literally place your future in their hands, knowing that we've got a secure place. What I love about this company, it's so simple to get started. 199 Canadian dollars, but 165 bucks US. Gets you started with the 3 products I talked about tonight. Plus, there's an added benefit. You actually get a lifetime license to market the products in any of the countries that the company does business, that's open legally in. And so we're excited that we're part of the North American team. You're an early adopter, so kudos to you. You've seen this before everybody else does. And I learned a secret a long time ago. Find out about something before everybody else does, and then tell everybody else about it. That's where we're at. We want to invite you to experience the power of these ancient formulations to transform your world, to transform your life, your focus, to transform your chi, your balance, your organs of your body. I believe that these products, I've already taught, I heard again today, another person started taking these products and the changes that happen in just days in their life. So these are powerful therapeutic formulations that are foods taken from nature to help and to heal. We want to invite you to get back to the person who invited you on the call tonight.